Fans, we're at Icons of Wrestling 2. Danny J from That Way Cool Wrestling Show with the five-time World Heavyweight Champion, Booker T. Booker, pleasure to have you here. What's going on, man? You're a busy man.
No, pleasure mine, man. It's always good to come out and, go to the fans. The fans always come to us. It shows for so many years. But for me to actually be able to come out, mix and mingle with some of the fans that had photos for many, many years that they wanted me to sign is awesome, as well as to be here in the, legendary, ECW arena.
Yes.
No, I mean, this building it's iconic, almost like the Sportatorium where I started my career. If the walls could talk and tell some of the Sandman stories,
yes.
Some of the RVD stories,
yes.
It would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, now, I just recently was watching that interview you did with JBL.
Yeah.
And it was very revealing. And, as a fan, it's really awesome to see the humble beginnings through now.
Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight, when you look back, what is your feeling? Is it like, wow? Like, do you still realize this happened?
Nah, I mean, I look back on it and say, man, it was awesome. But I think I look more towards the future, and I feel like I got so much work still left to be done. I don't look back and regret anything. I don't look back and hold any grudges to the way I came up or anything like that. I was put in a situation I had to overcome, and it's a lot of kids out there in that same situation that I was in. And hopefully, if they listen to, to JBL, stuff that I did with him, or get the book, for Prison of Promise, they'll get something out of it and realize, Booker T was in that same situation once upon a time. People don't know the story before the story, so I wanted to tell them the story of a kid who had, been in that tunnel where he could only barely see a little light, but he just kept walking. And there's so many kids out there in that same situation. Just keep walking towards that light until you find it, and when you break through, don't look back. You just keep moving forward.
Now, we know you as part of Harlem Heat.
Yeah.
But you guys are Texas boys.
Yeah.
You guys are Texas, and you got something really big going on down there and have for a little while. Tell us a little bit about your promotion.
Oh, man, Reality of Wrestling. I started my wrestling school 11 years ago. And now Reality of Wrestling is flourishing. We're on CW39 every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. I got a lot of kids, over 50 students in my wrestling school, and they come from all over the world to try to learn this. And what's unique about Reality of Wrestling is, no offense to anyone, we don't have ex-WWE stars. We don't have ex-TNA, WCW stars. We're creating our own stars. Our fans are, growing up with them. And hopefully, the ones that are good enough, the ones that have that talent to move to the next level, they're going to rise out of the ashes and they're going to go to the WWE. They're going to go around the world and live that dream, that same dream that I lived. You know what I mean? I want to see that for my students. Marcellus Black, big ups. Just got signed with the WWE. And I got so many more that's going to be making that journey before it's over with. And I think for me, that's the icing on the cake. That's me being a proud dad, watching my kids go to college and go on to pay their taxes and be good men and young women in the world.
Now, 2016 going into 2017, sports entertainment is a certain way. We can go back 10, 20, 30 years. A lot has changed in the day. What is your preference in style of wrestling when we're talking about sports entertainment?
I mean, my style of wrestling, my preference is, you can go back to 30 years ago and you can come to 2016 and you can see that same style, and it'll still work. I watch Kevin Owens and he goes out. Of course, he's a guy that works from a new school mentality, but he still have that old school feel at the same time, you know what I mean? And goes out and make everything works for him, as far as a performer goes, from every aspect. I'm talking about from, just the entrance to going out and knowing how to be a ring general, going out there knowing how to command that crowd and make that crowd feel a certain something, not when they're watching it, but when they walk away from the building and go, man, I can't wait to go back and see Kevin Owens next time, so that's that style of work. I think I feel like my style of work would have worked then. I think it will still work work today in 2016 as far as performances goes. And I think that's what I look for in a performer. You got a lot of guys that go out there and create a lot of pops, but the guy that go out and create the drama and tell me a story is the guy that I'm going to be watching in the main event.
Now, when you're teaching somebody for the first time, they're coming into your school, is there a go-to person that you say, if you're going to ever try to have this kind of work ethic or something like that, obviously be yourself, but who is your go-to person to say, listen, you should need to watch these tapes?
Well, Steamboat Savage, WrestleMania 3, I think pretty much tells the story on both sides, as far as a heel and as far as a baby face, and two guys going out there and doing their job. And that was way back in, back when.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It tells you how good those guys really were. You can learn so much from Savage. You can learn so much from Steamboat. And those are two guys that I don't think you can go wrong with.
Look, this has been a pleasure. I don't want to take any more of your time. You've been such a pleasure, and you are the king.
Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. Booker T, this is That Waco Wrestling Show. We're at Icons Wrestling 2. We'll see you at the matches.